What is up, guys? Yellow Gamer here, and today I am bringing this rebuild. Now, in today's episode, I have simmed quite a bit. If you guys look closely, we are about 60 to 65 games within the season right here. We're actually the worst team in the West. Now, that's the only reason I simulated. Ideally, when I first started this, I really wanted to be able to play every once in 10 games or so and just kind of play this first season and see what happens. But I figured this is technically still a rebuild. The only difference between this rebuild and other rebuilds I normally do is I'm going to be playing games in this one, if you guys haven't noticed that already. But today's episode, as you can see, we're going to be going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. I figured this would be kind of an interesting way to end the season with a little bit of a Los Angeles crosstown rivalry. So that's exactly what I'm going to bring to you guys. So in the next episode after this one, I'm going to sim the rest of the season. We're going to do off-season, all those things, you know, free agency, rookie draft, all those big things. The rookie draft should be a pretty big one for me. Now, the sad thing is, because of the Lakers' recent trades and things of that nature, we only have a top 3 protected pick. So therefore, if we don't actually land within the top 3 of the rookie draft, which might not happen, we actually will not maintain our pick, which would be kind of a shitty situation, because either way, I think without a doubt we're going to have a top 5 pick. Now it's just a matter of if we'll be able to keep it or not. So either way, right here, you see the Clippers are going to drive real quick. We're going to be able to block Chris Paul in that attempt. And then we're looking around, we're giving it back to D'Angelo Russell, who knows his Lou Williams in the corner, who's going to knock that one home with perfect release. Obviously, that one's going in 100% of the time. So we're going to continue to do all this, can throw it down to Julius Randle. So the one thing I really realized about the Los Angeles Lakers, and I think I discussed this in the last episode, is that if you want to be successful with them, what you really got to do is utilize the pick and roll game and utilize D'Angelo Russell. So that's what I try to do right here. Russell's going to miss that fading shot though, and Timothy Mozgov's going to be down there for the board. So there's a multitude of reasons this works. For starters, D'Angelo Russell has a phenomenal passing rating, so he's able to pass the ball with a lot of ease. Most of our big men down low have a really good screen ability, and they're really fast, especially Julius Randle is very athletic. So after he sets the screen, he gets down in the paint quite rapidly, and he's usually able to beat most of the defenders guarding him, which usually obviously works to our favor. Also, if things don't really work out in the pick and roll game, usually D'Angelo Russell gets an open shot, or really just nobody collapses. I don't know, there always just seems to be something working right. You see back-to-back pick and rolls here with Larry Nance. We're gonna get back-to-back dunks with Larry Nance, so it seems like there's a weird amount of success that I achieve through the pick and roll. And usually, like you see right here, Larry Nance hitting that 3 in the corner. If nobody actually works on the pick and roll, usually somebody in the corner gets wide open. As right here, D'Angelo Russell hits that 3 with perfect release. That's going in 100% of the time. So that's really the most exciting part playing with this team, is that I know exactly how I want to structure them. So now it's just building around that structure. So in previous rebuilds, you know, usually ones where I don't play any of the games, as right here, D'Angelo Russell misses a wide open layup. I felt like I need to show you guys that clip because I was devastated when that happened. In previous rebuilds, I don't really know exactly how to fix them, besides just give them the best players possible, because usually I don't play with the team, so I don't know exactly how I should structure them. But with this team, I think it's pretty obvious that what I need is a big man who can run the pick and roll game very well. So obviously the Clippers have a few guys like that, DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin and things of that nature. Of course, it'd be great to have a player like that, but those are pretty difficult players to acquire. So a great pick and roll big man. I need good passing guards. I need a very good shooting small forward. Now the interesting thing is, the Lakers already have all of those things. They're just all very young, and they need to develop. So it's kind of a difficult situation on how I want to rebuild this, because Randall fits the mold perfectly. Brandon Ingram's going to fit the mold perfectly once he develops a little bit. D'Angelo Russell obviously fits the mold better than anybody else can. I mean, he's a phenomenal point guard. Like, I really enjoy having him. And then we obviously have Lou Williams and Jordan Clarkson, who both can be dominant passers and big men, or not big men, dominant passers and scorers and things of that nature. So they fit the mold of whatever they have to do. So outside of that, I'm thinking what I probably need to do most is rebuild my bench, and then just see whatever talent I can get from there. Obviously, we have a top 5 pick this year, so if we can get a really nice center, that would really help me a lot, because that's really just what I need the most. And then from that point on, I think really what we have to rely on is just hoping that our players develop, and then possibly get a few big names in free agency. Obviously, if I can pull in a guy, superstar type of player, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to obviously bring him in, and then from that point on, I won't have to rebuild as many players, if that makes sense. I don't know, if I can pull in a guy like Damian Lillard, or I'm trying to think of future free agents, a Kawhi Leonard or something of that nature. Obviously, I'm going to do what I can to bring him in. The Lakers have tons of money, so obviously that's a move that I can probably make. It's just a matter of if they would want to come to Los Angeles or not. And that's definitely a move I would make too. So I think of getting a few big marquee free agents in the next few years would help a lot. Making a big few splashes in the rookie draft, obviously having a top 5 pick this year. Obviously, we need a top 3 to maintain that pick. But we get a top 3 pick this year. get ourselves a guy that hopefully a dominant big man. I haven't looked too closely at the rookie draft this year, but obviously the next episode will take a lot of time looking at that because we obviously a center is really what we need the most. And then outside of that, it's just hoping that our players develop. So that's exactly how I want to rebuild this, and we'll see what happens. So if you guys enjoyed, please click that like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of the series and what I can do to make more interesting in the comment section below. And lastly, subscribe if you haven't already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.